Camille is next. She's a customer top rated shoe. This is a leather adjustable slide sandal. Again, same sizes, 35 through 42. That size chart is on QVC.com. That is a really cool herringbone design.
That is wavy navy that she is wearing.
Navy. What is that like when you guys come up with the names?
First
in
of
your
all,
room?
I don't.
You don't?
Okay. Megan, our designer, comes up with the names, and I just spent the entire day with her today, and some of the names she's come up for spring 18 are off the freaking charts. First of all, it takes me prep time just to learn the names, but they just like come out of her mouth, and they're all related to how she's feeling. It's just crazy. I mean, crazy.
That is,
you know?
like, this is why I love having Scott here, because, like, now we know Megan. Now Megan looks at her shoe, she's like, I think I'm going to call that wavy navy.
Yeah.
Looks like waves of navy.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me talk colors for you in this customer top-rated silhouette. Remember, everything in the show ships to your door absolutely free, so it definitely makes sense to try Alegria for the first time today, or if you love the brand, great time to stock up. This is Flora Fiesta.
Yes.
So we haven't had really any red in the show.
No.
This is our most limited, and it's almost like a Monet a little bit.
Plus, she has done the mixed media here. See how you have your different, and you're gonna, with the exception of maybe wavy navy, when you go through the shoes, you'll see mixed media on every style. And I have to say something, the Camille is named after my granddaughter because I can.
Oh, no
And
way.
Camille is 5.5, and they live in Mobile, Alabama. And the reason I name this is Camille is always dressing quite uniquely for a 5.5-year-old, and she always wears different things. You can call it mixed media, or you can just call it whatever's in the drawer, you know.
Yeah.
And this happens to be why I named this Camille. And this is Camille, and it's an adorable shoe, and it is top rated, and it's done very, very well for us.
You will have to bring a picture of her
I will.
next time you come.
I will.
I love that he said you can call it mixed media, or you can just call it whatever came out of the
She wears
drawer.
whatever she wants. That's what you call mixed media.
That is very cool. She sounds like she's ahead of her time.
She is a piece of work, let me tell you something.
Here is your Earthen, which again is such a cool neutral story, and I do feel like there's the desert, there's the rock scheme, and again, these are those walking pieces of art that, I mean, you would go in like a cute little boutique in Asheville, North Carolina, and see like pieces of jewelry that looked like
exactly.
that. Then we have the wavy navy, which is of course what Kate has on, and then our last color is the Tectonic.
Yep, and Tectonic has definitely the mixed media going
So
on.
we had a slide on earlier in the show, and while it looks like a double slide on one side, it's got this like cool appearance of triple slide on the other.
It actually, we talked about earlier about bunions and about difficult feet. This shoe is incredibly forgiving because it's got the wider straps, and the wider straps are going to give you big time support, okay? The reason it looks like it's triple adjustable because on one side you've got 3 different parts of the leather that go into the footwear, the shoe. On the other side you've got 2 straps, okay? But you've got a lot of support on these uppers, and like we talked about earlier, when you get the shoe, you put your foot in it, you get your foot centered, okay, with your toes and your heels being in the right place, and then you just gently push it over and adjust it, okay? That will give you the comfort and the fit you need. If you need to adjust it, if your foot's a little narrow, tighten it. If the foot's a little wide, loosen it. We are forgiving on either side.
And that's what's so nice about this collection is you include everybody. And yet once you set it and forget it, I mean, you slide it on just like your other favorite pair of slides. But remember, each one of those Alegria shoes is on about 1.5 inch footbed. So you'll see right there, that's because of the footbed that you'll see. And especially when you see these customer top rated reviews, love, love, love these sandals. Our next review says, love this sandal again. It's so cute. The adjustable straps accommodate my high instep, by the way. Cute, fashionable, and beyond comfortable. I highly, highly recommend. You know, that's the other thing that I feel like I see a lot in your reviews is the word recommend.
Yeah, well.
Like, I'd recommend to you an ibuprofen if you've got a headache, but I'm not always like, I recommend you try these shoes.
Well, also, we talked about the organic side of us. We're not a marketing company. We're not an advertising company. We're a small shoe company based in California who started with one shoe. We came from the orthopedic, diabetic, and Medicare footwear industry. A lot of the shoes we made, you and I hope never ever see. Okay, they were just flat out. They were rough. But the bottom line is, Alegria was born. Okay, and Alegria is cool. We're comfortable, we're fashionable, we got great uppers, slip-resistant outer soles, removable footbeds. This Camille has the exact same outer sole that we started 10 years ago. This was our original outer sole that we put our first clog on in 22 colors. So it gives you all the benefits that ladies fell in love with.
We have got the Tectonic, the Earthen, the Wavy Navy, and the Floral Fiesta. Remember, everything in the show, free shipping and handling, all on Easy Pay as well. If you want to place an order, 1-800-500-7590. Now, do y'all live in California?
No, I live in North Carolina.
Okay, gotcha. Because I was gonna say, like, that shoe definitely has, like, when people refer to, like, the California cool, chic, casual vibe, like, that shoe fits the California lifestyle.
The company's based in California, but when I joined the company 10 years ago, and all we had was one shoe, since North Carolina is my home, I knocked on every door in North and South Carolina, all the way down to Louisiana, and I put Alegria on the map in the Southeast, and that's become our ground zero, if you will, for Alegria footwear, okay? But the growth has happened organically throughout the United States, and it's gone to California, it's in the Northeast, and you know, a lot of it has to do with you guys. You guys reach a lot of people, and Alegria has found a tremendous home with QVC, and your customer loves us.
Well, and I mean, my parents are from Georgia, but I remember asking my mom, I said, do you have a shoe with a butterfly on it? Because I said, I think we have that now at QVC.
Absolutely,
and she told me about it, and I was like, you have Alegria shoes? And she was like, well, what do you think I've been working in the last couple years?
Awesome.
And I was like,
that's great.
That is really interesting. And so you are right. It is the word of the mouth that, again, you recommend, but most of the time it's like, oh my gosh, I've got this really fashionable shoe that happens to be comfortable.
People like to share things that impact their life.
Yes.
And my grandmother, growing up as a child, she told me, she